Hey all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about contouring, and I know that it's not as popular as it was last year, so I'm probably a little late doing this video, but I thought I would go ahead and do it anyways because I've had a couple people tell me that they still don't get contouring, and I want to show y'all how easy it is. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a certified makeup artist, so I did go to school for makeup, so I'm going to show you what I learned in school. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about before we get started, and I hope that it helps instead of confuses you, but I think it will make more sense once I get on into the video, hopefully. So you're going to be using two different products while contouring. You're going to be using a bronzer and make sure that it does not have shimmer in it, and a highlighter, and you can have two different highlighters. One, you want a banana powder, which is yellow, and if you want a shimmer highlight, you can use that as well. So for contouring, you're going to be using your bronzer, and you are going to want to put that on anything you want to push back. So anything you kind of want to hide, just think of it that way. Anything you want to accentuate and where light is going to naturally hit, you want to pull forward, so that's where you put your highlight. So contour, push back, highlight, pull. Like I said, I hope that that makes sense and doesn't confuse you, but once we get on into it, I think it will make more sense, especially in the nose contour. That will really help. All contouring really is just corrective makeup. So I'm first going to show you where to put everything, and then after that I will show you some different bronzers, some different brushes, some different highlight that way. So let's go ahead and get started. For this video, I'm going to be contouring with Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and I really recommend this if you are a beginner because it comes with a brush. But this is what it looks like. Normally, it looks a lot better when it's clean, but I think this is perfect for beginners. The safest way to find a contouring bronzer is just to go about 2 shades darker than your foundation. You can even use a foundation as your bronzer. So as you can tell, I already have my foundation on, and I used a liquid, so I set it with a translucent setting powder. Anytime you wear a liquid foundation, you're going to want to set it with some sort of powder. You can use a pressed powder, you can use a powder foundation, or a translucent powder, any kind of powder, because that's going to help your blush and your bronzer go on so much smoother. The only time you don't want to set your face first is if you're using cream products. You never want to put a cream on top of a powder because that's when it starts looking a little cakey. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm first going to show you the main place people contour, and this is really the only place I contour, and that is my cheekbones. So the first rule you need to know about contouring your cheekbones is you want to stay 2 finger widths away from your mouth. If you get it too close to your mouth, then that's going to accentuate your smile lines, and we do not want that. So if you can feel your cheekbone, it's going to be right underneath your cheekbone, right in the hollow of your cheek. But if you can't feel it, or if you aren't sure, then always start at the top of your ear, and then you're going to make the fishy face. You always want to put your brush down first by your ear, because when you first set your brush down, that's where the most product is going to be, and that's where you want it to be darkest, is close to your hairline, because it makes your face appear lifted. And always start with just a little bit of product because it's easier to build the product than take away. So just put a little bit and then just build it up. And you can see I'm kind of going in circular motions because I'm blending it up. You do not want to blend down. You always want to blend your contour up. Now I'm just going to do the other side. Okay, and after I have both sides done, I like to take a duo fiber brush because that's not going to take off a lot of product. It's just going to blend it out, and then it will help it look more natural and not as harsh. Like I was saying, the cheekbones are really the only thing that I contour, but if you want to make your jawline more defined, you can contour your jawline. So you just want to start back here, kind of behind the ear, and just go along your jawline. And you want to blend this one down. Remember, your bronzer where you're contouring is going to be where the shadows are. And so you want to push all of this back to make your jawline more pronounced. And another place you can contour is your hairline. And I don't know if you can really tell, but my hair is kind of thin right here. So if I did contour my hairline, I would want to do a little bit more here to make it look fuller here and be even with the rest of my hairline. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that there. So that's where I want it to be the darkest. But you also want to put the bronzer along the rest of your forehead so it's even and not just a big dark spot where you need it. So you see a lot of YouTubers who put their contour right on their temples, and what I learned in school is that sometimes when you're sick and you start losing weight, that's kind of the first places that starts losing weight in your face. So sometimes if you get it too dark right in your temple area, then it may do the opposite. Okay, now onto the nose, where the push and pull might make a little bit more sense, and it will also make contouring the nose a little easier as well. So what I do if I do contour my nose is I just go straight down the sides and on the tip a little bit. But if you have a crooked nose or you feel like it's crooked, here is where the push and pull make it really easy. Okay, well, say my nose is bent this way. So the push and pull. So since it's going that way, I want to push it back that way. So that is the side where I would put my contour. Push to contour, pull to highlight. So since it's going this way and I want to pull it this way, this is the side where I will put my highlight. I hope that makes sense. But since, like I said, my nose is straight, I'm just going to go right down the sides. And you want to curve it up to your eyebrow. And then I'm going to blend the bronzer down. Make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, and that's really all the places where you would contour. So now I'm going back with that same brush and just making sure everything is blended. And I have a smaller one that I can use for my nose. And it may be easier to use a smaller brush to contour than that one. I just wanted to go ahead and use it for all over the face so you can see that you can use it. Now on to highlighting. First, I'm going to use a yellow powder. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, so I'm just going to use this middle shade. So now for the highlight, remember it pulls, so anywhere you want to stand out, you're going to want to highlight. So right underneath your contour is where you highlight. So right on your jawline. So then your chin. And then down the center of your nose. Center of your forehead. And underneath your eyes. So underneath your eyes and your cheekbones. Now I'm going to go in with my shimmer highlight. And I'm just going to put this on the tops of my cheekbones, and I always like to curve it around my eye, and I like to go down the center of my nose and the tip of my nose. You of course do not have to do this, and I like to do my cupid's bow as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do blush, and the easiest way to know where to put your blush is it's right between your contour and your highlight. Normally I like to do my contour, then my blush, then my highlight, but you can do it either way. If you do it after your highlight, then that will help all of it kind of blend together. But you can try it both ways and see which way you like better, because everybody's different. So the same thing goes with your blush. You want to start back here, because when you first put your brush down, that's where the most product is going to be. And that's where you want it to be darkest, so it gives a lifted effect. So now that you know where to place everything, now I'm going to talk about a few different products that I like and some different brushes that can give you a different contour look. So first I'm going to talk about bronzers. Another one that I like is by NARS. This one is a little pricier, and it is called Laguna. This is what this looks like. But this is going to last you for a while. I don't know the exact prices, but I will list everything I talk about down below along with the price. It's really dirty, but it's the Tarteist Pro Glow Palette. This one is really good because it has a bronzer and highlighters. So this is what it looks like. These are the two bronzers, and this one is a cream bronzer, and then this one is the powder bronzer, and then of course these are all highlights. This is another one by Tarte. It is the Tarteist Contour. This one is good because it has pretty much everything. It has your setting powders, and then it has a blush, your bronzers, and then it has a highlighter as well. So this one is really good for travel. And for highlights, this one is one of my favorites. Pretty much any of the Anastasia Glow Kits. This one is Sun Dipped, and that's what I put on today. I just think these colors are so pretty. And if you want a more natural highlight, then I would do Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. It is a really pretty gold, and okay, so on to brushes. This is the one I've been using lately to get a more defined contour. Once again, it's dirty. Please don't judge me. It is by Morphe, and it is the M530. So this one is really good if you want to be precise and want it to be a little more sharp. And I also love this brush. It's really good if I want a more natural contour, or if I'm in a hurry and just want to add a little bit of color. It is also by Morphe, and it's the M527. So love, love, love this brush. And then if you want a really, really intense contour, you want the Kim Kardashian contour, then you can bake. And all baking is you take any kind of loose setting powder, and I'll go ahead and show you in case you want to try it, and if you've heard people talking about baking and you don't really know what it is, I will show you. So I am taking a damp beauty sponge and just loading up a bunch of translucent powder, and then I'm just going to just carve out my contour. This is really good if you did get your contour too low, or if it's kind of uneven. This will help you fix that. And this is also good to clean up your eyeshadow. You can use it and go right beside your eye, like that. And if you've already done your face makeup and you are doing a smoky eye and using a lot of dark shadows, you can also pile a lot underneath your eye so it catches the fallout, and then you can just dust it away without having to redo your face makeup. So So now after I have let that set for a little bit, I'm just going to dust it off. And that's all there is to it. I hope that y'all learned a lot and that you will be more comfortable with contouring. And I hope I didn't confuse you at all, but if I did or didn't answer any questions, leave it in the comments below and I will answer you. And if you did like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are new, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every week and it will notify you whenever a new video goes live. But I don't have anything else to say except thank you for watching, and until next time, bye all.